Most homeowners want a nice yard to protect the investment in their home. So we're going to share some professional tips about maintaining a Colorado Front Range lawn. Evapotranspiration is the scientific word for the amount of water lost to evaporation, water lost to the air, plus transpiration, water taken up through the roots, used by the plant, and released into the atmosphere. The Northern Colorado Water Conservancy is a great source for evapotranspiration information, but here's the Cliff Notes. Evaporation in turf is called ETO and is about 0.28 inches a day in June. As September arrives, ETO rates drop by about a third, so every irrigation should be adjusted down to match the changes in the environment the first week in September. By October, the average ETO drops even more, to less than half the summer rates, meaning all irrigation systems should be adjusted down a second time by either reducing the amount of days the irrigation is running or by using the percent adjust feature on your irrigation controller. For your lawn's health, it's important not to overwater in the fall. Overwatering wastes water. Don't do that in a desert environment because the supply is limited. Overwatering makes the turf and the trees unhealthy. In turf, overwatering causes increased fungal activity like powdery mildew and snow mold, which ironically doesn't need snow, just cool, wet conditions. Trees also become weak and can die when the soil is saturated. Overwatering causes runoff. Excess water will run downhill and can cause property damage like cracked concrete, sump pumps to run, and landscape, both trees and bushes, to die on neighboring properties. Fall lawns on the Front Range should be green, but not lush. All lawn fertilizer has 3 important numbers printed on the back. These are the percentages of nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. The first number is the percent nitrogen. Healthy Colorado lawns need about 2.5 to 3 pounds of nitrogen per year. Here's an important piece of information about the second number, phosphorus. We've tested the soil in all of our orchards. The soil has enough phosphorus naturally available that you should not have to apply any phosphorus. Excess phosphorus can be washed from the yards to the street gutters and eventually into the Poudre River. River water is moved through canals and back into irrigation reservoirs. And when stored water has excess phosphorus, algae blooms are more likely. In some states, the natural lakes are important to the economy, tourism, and manufacturing. States like Michigan, Illinois, Wisconsin, and Minnesota have passed laws that make it illegal to apply phosphorus. It's not illegal in Colorado to apply phosphorus, but be careful not to contaminate the rivers and the lakes with excess nutrients. The third number on a bag of fertilizer is potassium. Buying a fertilizer with about the same amount of nitrogen and potassium is the recommended practice. And finally, do a good cleanup of all the leaves and the extra grass in the late fall, so the grass does not become matted down over the winter. Maintaining lawns in the fall can be tricky. The lower sun angles creates a lot of shade, especially around privacy fences on the east and west side of the lawn and the north side of fences and homes. But if you manage the water, apply the right fertilizer, and keep the grass from being matted down, your lawn will remain healthy and come out of winter in excellent condition.